What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the weekly tip-off. Look, the NBA trade deadline just passed. Me and Todd are going to talk about it. Trades gone wild. We'll give our best trades and our worst trades up next on the weekly tip-off. What is up, Todd? Welcome back. I'm good, man. I'm good. Another NBA day, another NBA trade.
Yeah.
You know,
Exciting week.
It's been crazy. A lot of teams doing some craziness, foolishness. Bucks not doing anything.
Yeah,
but Chicago's been active for sure.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So it's been a crazy trade deadline. I'm just gonna go over a few trades that we saw. Like I said, Giannis didn't work out. Ja Morant didn't get traded, which we can talk about too, because that was crazy non-move by Miami. We can say if that's the right decision. Anthony Davis gets traded to the Wiz. Let me see. The Cavaliers got James Harden. The Warriors got Kristaps and traded out Kuminga. The Jazz set the whole trade deadline off by getting Triple J. The Celtics got Vooch. The Hornets got Kobe. And then the Wizards, obviously from Trae Young back when, we already talked about that. And then the Pacers got Zubac, and then the Thunder got McCain. A lot of other trades happened between there as well. But yeah, just off the top, man, like, what are your thoughts kind of the overall deadline? And what was like a trade move that really stood out to you that's going to really make some implications to the season?
I think the best trade was Boston. They upgraded their worst position with a all-star or borderline all-star, and they only gave up someone who came off the bench and a second-round pick. So I don't think they really gave up much at all, and they had a major upgrade. I mean, if Tatum comes back anytime in the season, I think they're probably the favorite in the East.
Yeah. I mean, that was honestly their weakest point, right?
Yep.
Was the center position. They've been saying that trying to in the offseason, they were just like, that's the weakest point is their front line. And Vooch just brings so much flexibility, kind of similar to the Kristaps signing when they had him and they went on the run to win the championship. But yeah, Celtics are looking tough. Them and the Pistons in the East. I almost think we should do like a Chicago-centered pod like on them. I mean, they were active. They blew it up. Obviously, getting rid of Vooch. They got rid of Kobe. Like, what do you think just overall? What's your impressions overall of the Chicago Bulls and kind of what they did over the deadline? They have direction now, right?
I mean, the direction is they have a lot of cap space, right? So I think their plan is in this offseason to get at least 2 big names. But it just comes down to if those big names want to come to Chicago, right? Because who are you going to play with? You're playing with Giddey. Like, I mean, that's about it.
Buzelis?
Yeah, I mean, but like, if you're a top tier player, like Buzelis is just a role player, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's tough. Like, but you've been saying for years they need a direction, right? Like,
no, they do, but I didn't think they would be trading everyone just for second round picks.
Yeah, it's been tough. Like I would say,
Kobe should have been at least a first rounder.
Yeah,
right. Vooch is for sure a first rounder. I mean, maybe multiple if he's going to the right team. So to get the second for someone who is probably coming off the bench, maybe not. I don't know what their plan is with Simons, but like, it's just weird to me.
Not even conditional first either, which is kind of odd to say the least. Look, I would definitely want to have a Bulls-centered pod because we know we have a lot of Bulls fans here, you included. And shout out to Stephen Hewitt, probably watching the pod too. But Jorge Sanchez, who was on previously as well. A lot of disappointed Bulls fans, but look, you're not going to be in the play-in 9th, 10th, again this year, right? So they're blowing it up and getting ready for the draft. Just got to draft well, It's good for my Hornets, who's on an 8-game win streak, but yeah, at least we can make the playoffs now. I'm gonna give you mine, and I think this one is we briefly talked about it, but I think this is like one that could be big if the Cards play right, and it's gonna be big for next year. I like the Zubats to the Pacers. I do. Like, you're gonna have Hallie come back next year. If they get a top 4 pick, let's just say they get the number 1 or 2 pick, you're gonna talk about Hallie and let's say Darren Peterson. Then you're talking about like Pascal, Zubats, and then Nembhard. Like that's a squad. That's a squad. And Carlisle coaches his tail off. Look, man, like for next year, it's going to be where it hits. A lot of things have to fall right. We talked about the trade that they had with the Clippers. It's a conditional trade. So if they get the 5th through the 9th pick, they actually don't get their pick. It goes to the Clippers, which is huge. But in the Eastern Conference, man, if that hits next year, like the whole Eastern Conference next year is going to be shaped very differently. Not differently, but it's gonna have a lot of ramifications. You're gonna probably still have New York there. You're gonna have the Celtics, Pistons probably. And then the Pacers. And then look, you don't know the 5th team, 6th, 7th.
I mean, you would like to think the Cavs if they just got Harden.
That's true too. That is correct. I forget about the strip club superhero James Harden, but the Cavs too, and then hopefully the Hornets slip in there too. So you don't know.
The East is like pretty tough.
It is. I agree.
Not the Western Conference tough, but it's pretty hard. Because then, you also have Orlando, who's talented. They haven't played great. And then Atlanta's getting better.
That's true. I am. The West is. I know it's going to probably, create waves, but I think the West is kind of overrated in my mind. Like, just as a conference as a whole. I like OKC, obviously. Spurs are good, but they're still young. Like, I just think we're giving them a lot of credit. Houston is good, but they're so dependent on KD, and Amen has kind of regressed from an offensive side. He's just not shooting threes, almost just like a Ben Simmons kind of type.
Shoot threes.
Yeah, that's a problem. I'm sorry, that's going to be a problem.
Is it though? Because I think the biggest problem for them is they just don't have a point guard, right? So the ball's in Amen's hands, and last year they wouldn't really call plays for him, right? He would just cut, just be around the ball or be around the basket and just get loose balls. They didn't really call offensive plays for him, but he was still almost averaging 20. Yeah. But without a real point guard and the ball in his hands, it's just not easy. It's not easy to score when you're bringing the ball up. The whole defense is looking at you, and it just looks bad if you have KD in your team and you bring the ball up, and then you just go and try and drive with no pass.
Yeah, look, that's true. That's true. They're struggling for a point guard, which I don't know what they were doing why they didn't do anything.
No, but I think Van Fleet's going to come back.
Yeah, look, that's a lot of trust to put in somebody coming off a bad injury, right? But look, Van Fleet will be good for the team. From what I saw, and they played the Hornets yesterday, the offense just looks just too dependent on KD. And if they're not scoring KD, it's just throwing the post to Sengun, make something happen, and that's it. And we'll see how far that gets you in the playoffs. But I don't know how far that gets you against OKC, everybody scoring. I know the Nuggets are good too, and you know how I feel about the Lakers. I think they're fool's gold, but they're
not that bad. Honestly, I think they had a very low key trade, but I think it's gonna be huge for them.
You talk. Oh yeah, let's hear about
They
what
got
trade they
Luke.
made.
They got Luke Kennard. They gave up Gabe Vincent in the second rounder in 2032. Okay, so
Yeah,
and Luke Kennard has the highest field goal percentage from three in the league.
yeah,
So I mean, they have someone who can stretch the floor, gives LeBron and Luka more room to operate in the paint. I don't know. I think that could be a difference maker.
it could. It's
It doesn't help them defensively, but
that's what it's going to come down to. That's kind of all I've been preaching during this whole lineup with the Lakers is just the defense. Because you can score, but those other teams can score too, right? So
no, they can, but I don't know. It looks like they're just going to try and outscore everyone. I don't know. Like OKC has been not playing great as of late. I think Jalen Williams is having a down year, and I think Hartenstein was out for a while.
He was.
Like they just don't have enough. I don't know. I don't think they have enough if Jalen Williams isn't playing well, because they just need more scoring.
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously they're not unbeatable, right? Like they barely beat last year in the finals the Pacers. They did pick up Jared McCain, which I thought was an excellent pickup. The dude last year he looked phenomenal. So I don't know. You got to give benefit of doubt to the champs, but at the same time, they can be had. You have again the Nuggets there. The Nuggets just need to get healthy. They're missing so many players. Aaron Gordon is a big key for them. If he's not playing in the playoffs, then they're cooked, in my opinion. Aaron Gordon is just very important to them. So look, only reason maybe it sounds too tough to say the West is overrated. But what I mean by that is I don't think, this thought of like, oh, hey, the East is so down, the East sucks, and the West is like incredible. I don't believe that anymore, in my opinion.
No, I agree with that.
So, so we had, let me see, OKC again make that trade. Triple J to Utah is interesting because they're trying to go forward a little bit. Again, depends on the draft. So many teams are going to be tanking during this draft, which kind of is odd. It's almost to a point where they're setting themselves up to tank to get a better pick next year. Wizards, obviously pick up AD. So now they have AD and Trae Young, and they're going to sit both of them for the rest of the year, which
the Wizards are, I think Trae is sitting at least till after All-Star break.
Okay. So AD is hurt too, right? I believe AD is still hurt.
Yes.
But it's not in that team's best interest to win either. Correct. But it's, so you go in the next year, you got AD and Trae, and you have a top pick. And I like Trey Johnson from last year too.
And they have Sar. No, they're a squad if everyone's healthy.
Yeah,
but I mean Trey usually is healthy, but I don't know why you would give first round picks for AD at this point.
Yeah, it's tough, but the Wizards GM has done well. Like, he kind of gave up. What are you looking like that for?
What do you mean he's done well?
Look, I mean, he traded. He got Trae Young for nothing, and then AD. He didn't really trade much. I mean, I have to get the full list here.
What's the protections on those first round picks?
They're pretty high. It's not like he traded like super valuable picks. Like these are like second round and restricted.
He traded OKC's 2026 first round pick via OKC.
Okay.
And then the 2030 first round pick from Golden State. Yeah, it's not that much.
Yeah. And then, like I said, he did well with Sar, did well with Trey Johnson. George, like,
they're set up pretty well.
Hasn't.
We'll see. I mean, none of it has produced wins, but you can say their foundation is getting more solid.
Yeah, it's tough to depend on AD, but you still have SAR there at least.
No, Star's good.
So when AD gets hurt, like at least you have somebody there. Do you think kind of now, given the movement like with the trades, is there anybody who you see like going to make a big fantasy jump that you think like, oh, okay, they're going to get more playing time, or someone who is going to really leap in fantasy value? Again, given like the trades.
I would say DeSumo. He got traded from the Bulls to the T-Wolves. I mean, if they let him, he's a good passer. If they let him be the point, and then they move DiVincenzo back to the bench, then I think he could have probably the biggest leap.
Yeah.
Because I think everyone else is more of a bench player. Vooch, I don't think will get massive. We probably will see a downgrade in terms of fantasy value because he's just going to get less shots.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I would say
probably Simons. Simons can do well. I mean, he'll probably start for the Bulls.
And I say you took that from me because I think he's a good one. There's two others that I really like. Yabusele, who the Bulls got from the Knicks. He was buried on the Knicks bench for some reason. Going to the Bulls. So he was averaging 3 points in New York, just a tough season. Obviously, dude showed promise in the Sixers and dunked on LeBron in the Olympics. But Yabusele is nice, man. And first game with the Bulls, he dropped 15 points. So to me, like that is definitely a low, the low stakes, like high value pickup you can have. He's probably gonna get PT with the Bulls that you can pick up from a fantasy side. That's may make noise. Yep. Another one, Jose Alvarado went from New Orleans to the Knicks, so now he's going to be coming off the bench there. He's probably going to get time over Kolek. He's averaging 8 points. He averaged 8 points with the Pelicans. He comes home to New York. I like him. Dude's a dog. Like New Yorkers are going to love him too.
New Yorkers will definitely love him. I agree with that. He's just all energy.
Yeah, he is all energy. And he's going to get playing time there. So I don't know. I like him. I think he's going to be somebody you can pick up too, who's going to get, just someone off the bench, get some good minutes. So he's definitely somebody else too. So we'll see, man. Like there's a lot of movement, a lot of kind of low stakes players gonna like make like high value impact during the rest of the season. Definitely
why did the Hornets get Kobe White?
Great question. So first off,
you guys got a lot of players, to be honest. You got Kobe White, you got Malachi Braham.
Yep.
Didn't you get Xavier Tillman from Boston?
We did.
I like Xavier Tillman. I'm just wondering how all of this is going to mesh.
Yeah, I mean, look, speaking from a Hornets perspective, as the Hornets correspondent here on the show, look, Sexton, I love Sexton. Like he's bull. He's the bull, right? He's a good player. But statistically, when LaMelo went out, and it was just Colin Sexton's time to run everything, the team didn't do well, right? And so Sexton had expiring. Kobe White's actually expiring too. Our GM just really liked Kobe White, and he's a UNC guy, right? So he's literally born in UNC, went to school in UNC, all of that. In North Carolina. And look, him coming off the bench is a really good pickup. And we got picks for too. Or we traded picks, excuse me, for that. But they're all like second rounders. and we picked them up, really just taking players and trading them to other teams with Orlando and even Boston. And so, look, I think they may come out to be a wash, but Kobe White is a really good player. And so is Sexton. Good luck to him and the Bulls. But again, analytically, when Sexton was on the floor without LaMelo, wasn't that great. Tillman is a 3 or kind of like a 4, and we needed a backup for Miles Bridges. Someone who's a bigger guy who can guard like a LeBron, a Tatum, guys like that. It's a pretty solid defender. And so we got rid of Miles Plumlee. We got rid of let me see. His name's escaping me now. Old vet. He used to play on Milwaukee. But he was on our team. Got rid of him. And yeah, I mean, look, the team is rolling right now. Those guys never played. The only big impact guy is Sexton, but then I think Tillman's probably gonna get a lot more playing time. Do we think? And he's a veteran too, beloved veteran. Oldest guy on the team is 27. Yeah. So look, it's looking up. I still think they need another kind of big, but they just want to let the season roll out. It just came out, actually reported that the Timberwolves were trying their best to get LaMelo.
Really?
And yeah, which they were just too late. I think if they would have asked like at the very beginning of the season and try to do a big package around LaMelo, we probably would have done it.
Right.
But you can't trade LaMelo during a 7-game
win streak.
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: like, let's talk about the non-moves, like the moves that didn't happen.
Okay.
Right. So obviously Giannis doesn't get moved, and Ja doesn't get moved. It is reported that all these teams tried to get for Giannis, but Giannis didn't request a trade. So Milwaukee was trying to look for offer to blow them away. They obviously didn't get it. Which I think was Milwaukee was kind of smart to wait to the offseason anyway, because probably you're gonna get a better trade package. The Ja one is interesting because I don't know what the hell Miami was thinking, but apparently the trade offer for Ja was that what the Memphis Grizzlies wanted Terry Rozier's contract, who's not playing, just to be clear. Then either Jaime or Khalil Ware, and then a first-round pick for Ja Morant. I don't know. I saw mixed things, but mixed kind of reviews on that. But to me, that is like a no-brainer. Like you get Ja Morant and then trade off Hero like in the offseason, or just keep him. But like you got Bam, you're gonna have Bam and Morant. Like I said, you could probably get Tyler Hero, trade him for some pieces. Am I crazy? Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't think Jaime or Khalil Ware is like that incredible to not trade for Ja. But
no, but I would be hesitant to do that trade if I'm Miami.
For what reason?
One, Hero's good. We're in agreement there. Hero's good.
Okay.
Jaquez is a good player too. Like, he's a great player off the bench. So he's a good 6-man. Khalil Ware, he's fallen out of favor of the coaching staff, but I think he's still a pretty good player. So you'll be trading 3 players who can like really help your team for a former All-Star, but you're putting him in Miami. Someone who has off-court issues to go to Miami. I don't know. I think he needs to go to like a small market, not much attention on him. You know what I mean? There's a lot of distractions in Miami. So I think if you're going to go to some place like that, you have to be like pretty dependable, pretty accountable. And Ja hasn't shown that. Although he's been on his best behavior so far this year.
Yeah, just to be clear for those who are watching, Todd is a huge Ja Morant fan. I am not, and we're kind of arguing against ourselves right now. And by the way, that trade package that was reported, it was Jaime or Khalil Ware. It wasn't both. It was you could pick one or the other.
And a first rounder, right?
So a first rounder, Jaime or Khalil Ware, and then Terry Rozier's contract.
Yep.
I mean, look, Hero's good. Like I'm not gonna front, but you can have him at the 2 and Ja at the 1 as well, and just go dynamic in it with Bam too, and just run people. Yep. I don't know. I just don't know where it gets you. It doesn't look like Giannis is gonna want to move. I don't know what Miami does now, to be honest.
Like, I mean, if you gave up Ware, I want Hero though. I don't. Yeah, but if it's just Ware, a first round pick.
Yeah.
But you're not. But you said it was. You said it was Hero for sure. And then Ware or Hawkins.
No. It's Hero or Jaime, Terry Rozier's contract, and a first round pick. That is it.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would have done that
then. Yeah. Now for the Giannis, I know they were trying to trade Hero. Yeah. Okay. For Giannis, they were trying to trade Hero, Khalil Ware, and I think a slew of first round picks. But look, I mean, if you're concerned with that, then there's concern with Ja Morant as a player overall, which is either just like, do you trade for him? Period. Right? Like, because that offer is low to me. Like for
Brian Windhorst said, as of right now, Morant has like negative value. Like he is not looked at highly at all within teams. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's tough for him because like JJJ got a lot of value.
Yeah, as he should. He plays like it. The thing with Ja is just he just doesn't play. Like I don't understand it. He plays less than Zion at this point. Like I don't see him play, and when he does play, I don't see him like
produce.
Yeah, I don't see him produce a ton. So it's like not only are you dealing with the personal stuff, but like he's not producing. Like I think at the beginning of the season we talked about players like LaMelo, like Trey, like Ja, and like Zion. And say what you want about all those players, but all those players have shown production when they play, right? Like Trey, he's shown production, but just like the team didn't do well, and his defense is horrible. LaMelo was just hurt, and now he's like one of the best like players right now. He's definitely the best player out of that bunch I just mentioned. And even Zion, when he plays, I mean, you've seen him drop 30+ points, like double doubles. Maybe show me a game during the season that Ja has like looked like superstar Ja. I haven't seen it. And if anyone in the comments tell me like what show? I mean, what game has Ja looked like incredible? I don't know. So to your point, like if I'm Miami, maybe
he's only played 20 games this year. That's bad.
Like, what is it? Like, is there like a bad injury that I'm not aware of? Like, I don't know. Like I would. So to your point, like maybe Miami is concerned about that. Maybe the offer is like too much for somebody who you have character concerns around, and not only that, just doesn't produce. You would have to just believe in the person and the player that he's going to come back, and maybe that's why he has negative value, But if I'm Miami, I still make the move because I don't know what doing nothing leaves you, in my opinion.
No, Miami definitely needs to do something.
Yeah, for sure. So
because they're going to be irrelevant. So
yeah, they're kind of leaning that way. I mean, right now they are in the play-in, I believe, in the East.
Yeah.
So
they're the 8th seed right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe they're going to go. They might not even make the playoffs. Like if they play the Hornets in the play-in, do you think Miami goes to the playoffs? I don't know.
If they play the Hornets, no, the Hornets should beat them.
So if that's your like,
there's one team I don't understand what they're doing besides the Bulls. Why didn't the Kings trade anyone?
They're just like they are honestly the Jordan's Hornets.
They
Like
have
that's
the worst record in the league, and that's saying a lot because like I've seen the Nets play and they're horrific. And this team has Levine, DeRozan, Sabonis. Like, there's plenty of people you can trade and get value for.
Yeah. I mean, well, Levine is tough because his contract is crazy high. I told you that contract's a poison pill, but I believe he only has 2 years left on it. So you would think that somebody it could be good. DeRozan, somebody as well. Yep. I mean, Westbrook's expiring.
Yeah, I think Westbrook's like a 1 year anyway.
He is. Yeah. Hunter, which okay. Like, but yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Just a lot of older players.
Sabonis could have went for a lot, I think.
They just don't want to. They, for some reason, think they can build still around him, and maybe they get a top pick. Like they're thinking probably, I would imagine, is if we get Darren Peterson in the draft, Peterson, Levine, DeRozan, Sabonis, and Hunter. I mean, yeah, just mismanagement across the board. Like
I mean, I've seen Levine and DeRozan a lot together. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
I agree. On the other side of that, I would say we didn't talk about them this much, but I think the Cavs. I mean, right now, you'd have to say I wouldn't be surprised if the Cavs make it out the East. Like,
I actually don't like the Cavs move.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Look, you struggled in the playoffs, correct?
Okay.
And your answer is, let me go add James Harden, who only struggles in the playoffs. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't.
I mean, okay. Look, I get that part, okay. Sure. Like, but you're having probably one of the best best league guards, best ISO, and one of the best passers the game has seen. He's going to unlock Allen and Mobley like instantly.
Yeah, he is very good with bigs. I'll agree with that, but you have to think Donovan Mitchell isn't going to be thrilled.
No, he's super thrilled. He's super thrilled.
They're two Super Bowl dominant guards.
Garland was too. Garland was at one point too. I'd much rather have James Harden and Garland. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I wouldn't, because you don't know, Chris. They're on a winning streak, and there were reports Harden was like 10 minutes. He skipped the game to watch like a college basketball game. I think they were playing the Suns, and he went to watch Arizona State play.
Okay, look, the character concerns.
Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So you're like, you see that as a GM, you're like, oh, I want this guy. Come on.
Look, I get that. Like, I think if they extend him like to like 4 or 5 years, like, yeah, like that's a dumb decision. I'm just saying with this team, with Mobley and Jarrett, like he's gonna make them really good. Then you have Donovan. They're gonna be tough to guard, man. And then look, they have Schroeder and Keon Ellis come off the bench. Like, those are really good players.
On paper, they look good. On paper.
Look, I'm just telling you, like, I think, it's going to take some time for them to get used to playing with each other. I don't think teams that make huge midseason trades make it, like, win championships. Like, they're just there's never been a precedent for that. But I think next year, like, from what I hear, LeBron is going to go there next year for his final season. So if you look, I don't think he's in LA next year. Like, you can hold me to the show. I think he's going to, especially, this is classic LeBron, by the way. He's going to go to a team that's like already made up, that's like really good. He's going to go there to try to win this last like championship. Like 1,000% LeBron kind of team.
That is a classic LeBron move. He'll play the 3 instead of Dean Wade.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So you roll up a Harden, Mitchell, LeBron, Mobley, and Jarrett. Like that's a squad. That's a squad. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Cavs are going to be really good. I think they're. I mean, look, like they're going to be good now. They're going to be a really good regular season team. And I think we'll see in the playoffs. I mean,
they're matched up against Toronto right now.
they would mollywop Toronto. Toronto's frauds. I'm sorry. I've said this before. Toronto's just
we've said it on the show numerous times, but like they're still up there. I'm saying like they're still there. I don't know.
A 7-game series with Toronto. I think the Cavs sweep them. The Celtics. I mean, maybe not sweep. If you put Cavs versus Toronto right now in the 7-game series, yes, I think the Cavs sweep them. 1,000%.
I don't think that.
I think they do. I think Barnes is nice. I just don't believe in anybody else.
I think Ingram's been playing great this year.
He is, but we'll look. You tell me he's going against Mobley, or like in the playoffs. I don't know. I don't think Toronto's that good, like at all, personally. But sorry for the hate. It's just kind of how I feel.
Yeah.
But I still think those teams are New York, Boston, and then the Cavs. I know I'm forgetting one more team. And Pistons, yeah. Like, yeah, I think the Pistons mollywop them too. Like that is.
As of right now, the Pistons will play whoever the 8 seed is. So
that's the one team as a Hornets fan I do not want to play. I think they're tough across the board. They're a really good team. I think
they just lost a bad game the other night. They lost to the Wizards last night.
Well, that's bad. I just think the Pistons need more shooting. That's their issue. They should have been heavily active to get more like shooting, because their defense is fire, but their offense is just like they needed another scorer. But Cade is coming to his own, man.
Yeah, and Jalen Duren's really good. Oh, Jalen Duren got hurt in the game. He only played like 13 minutes.
See, they're so dependent on those two. They needed they need another guy there to score. But
they got Kevin Huerter. He could come off the bench and score. They have LeVert. They have some scoring. But yeah, I don't think they have enough 3-point shooting. But Duncan Robinson, I mean, he took 15 threes last night. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I wouldn't depend on them to be like, well, look, they play the Knicks tonight. Like, shout out to still Knicks fans, Ron. We'll see what happens, but that's gonna be a really good game. I just don't know if you go into the playoffs, like I don't know. That's gonna be tough to depend on just Cade to be the hero every single night.
Yeah, but they'll play OKC style, like super aggressive man-to-man defense. They have Holland coming off the bench. They have Asor. They're not easy.
I didn't say they were easy. They're number one seed.
But
they're not easy.
Bias Harris, he's off and on. But they have Isaiah Stewart there, who's super physical, power forward or center.
None of these guys though, like OKC, like SGA. You have SGA. Okay, let's say SGA and Cade are big offensive weapons. Cancel out. Okay, sure. I mean, you got Williams there. You got, Joe. You got so many players over there, like Chet. You got so many players there on the OKC who can drop a good amount of points. Like,
not really.
Not really?
Who?
So, okay, Jay Will is not somebody who you say can drop points.
He's having a down year. You can look at his numbers.
He is, sure. He's having a down year, sure. But, you're going to have him, I mean, you get. I would say Harden's team is a better offensive option than Stewart. Duren's way better from a defensive stand.
Okay,
But like
well,
you got
Duren's better than Hartenstein, offensively
yes,
and defensively.
yes, I agree with that.
Okay.
Let me see. Then you got Caruso hadn't even played. Dort coming there. You got Chet who can drop 30 plus. Now you have McCain,
Chris, wait. I can't
Mitchell,
skim. We
Joe.
can't just skim by what you just said.
What I
Chet dropping
say?
30. How many times he dropped 30 this year?
Who, Chet?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So Chet right now averages 20 and 9. He just dropped 20. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Let me look. He have to look at all his points, what he did this year. Last 10 games, not look too good for him. Okay. It's not that surprising if Chet drops 30 plus, man.
It really is. He's averaging 17. The closest was January 19th. He dropped 28.
Sheesh. Okay. I may be giving this guy too much credit.
He does not drop a lot of points. Oh, November 25th, he dropped 31. So one game this year, he dropped 30.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know. I would say would you say he's a better offensive option? He's like a third offensive option.
He's better offensively than Stewart.
But who's the third option on Detroit?
I would say either Duncan or Tobias Harris.
You would trust them over Chet Holmgren?
No, I wouldn't. But like Tobias Harris will probably give you 12 to 15. Like Chet's around there. Just Chet's way better defensively, like way better.
I mean, but you can compare I would compare Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson in the same group as Caruso, Dort, those kind of guys, right? Like just supportive players.
Yes.
But I wouldn't put Chet in just supportive players. Like Chet is a damn good third option. Williams is down bad this year, for sure,
yeah.
but he was injured too.
Yeah,
so let's give him a little credit.
Yeah.
But I would think they have three really good players. Detroit has
they're
two.
good. Detroit has two. That's true. Yeah.
And one of those two isn't a huge offensive option. Right? I wouldn't say Duren. Yeah, I wouldn't say Duren is a huge. His game has grown. It's gotten better for sure. I don't think he's a huge offensive option.
He has more offense than Chet.
You think Duren is a better offensive player than Chet Holmgren?
Let me look. Hold on. Off the top of my head, I would say yes. Okay, they both average 17.7. That's crazy.
That is wild. That's a good question. Who's the better player, Chet Holmgren or Duren? Right now,
Chet provides more space offensively because he can hit threes.
Yep.
But I think Duren's way better finishing near the rim.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he rebounds. I think he rebounds better too. But he's a center, so he's just around the rim more than Chet, who's probably usually playing the 4.
Yeah. All I'm saying is isn't this my point of if we're saying who's the better player and it's a debate between Chet and Duren, that's one team's second option, the other team's third option.
Yeah, no, it's true.
That's all I'm saying. But maybe I was giving Chet way too much credit. I thought Chet was him, but 17 points is not him territory. Just keeping it a buck.
But he's good. He's good.
Yeah,
but he doesn't get as many shots because Shea just ISOs and then throws it up.
That's true too. Chet on another team, who knows, right?
Yeah.
They should have, to be honest. The question is, should OKC have traded Chet and some picks for Giannis? Would you have done that? or Jay Will and some picks for Giannis. No.
If you can keep those guys for one, you just won, right? So like nothing's wrong with like you've already proven you can win with this team.
It's true.
And Chet's way younger. You can keep this core together for like forever. And they have so many picks to like bring in young guys. Like they still can get a top 10 pick this year.
From the Clippers.
The Clippers are in the tank. Like this helps them.
We'll see. I mean, Kawhi, yeah. This is why the James Harden thing is insane. It's just so insane. Like, I don't. That's the thing to your point, that should worry you a lot is like they're in the middle of a winning streak and Harden's asking to get traded. Like that is like
I know.
That is nuts.
I think they were not even winning. They were like 17 in the last 30, like or 20. Like they were winning like a lot.
Yeah. And then the Clippers just blow it up. Like I don't know. There was a lot of calls on Kawhi. He may be the next one, but in the offseason, obviously. We'll see, man. That is wild.
Yeah, I think the Wizards looking like they'll get the Bonsa. Interesting.
Well, you just don't know. Like I spent all last year just talking to someone who was on Tankathon literally in November, like on every day. Like you just don't know because it's like, talk about last year. I think the Jazz, the Wizards, and the Hornets were like in the tank, and none of them got a top 3 pick. So like you just don't know.
Yeah,
you just don't know, which kind of is good about the whole draft lottery. But at the same time, we've kind of talked about our issues. At least I have with the draft lottery.
Yeah,
it hurts. It really hurts teams that are just legit bad. Like it kills them, which I think is especially small market teams, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if they just give the Spurs another top 3 pick like they do every single year. But I do think the draft lottery has its pluses, but the teams who are legit bad, like if Sacramento doesn't get a top pick, like what do they do? Like
they don't deserve one for being so dumb this trade deadline.
I agree with that, but like I said, for the teams who are just legit bad, it just really hurts them.
If the Wizards get Darren Peterson, they're going to be a problem.
Keep him at the East, man. Just put him in the West, like them and Debansa. Keep him in the West. Boozer.
Debansa is going to go to Utah. They're going to rig that. Telling you, it's going to be rigged. Utah second pick.
You can get our show kicked off.
Just watch, Just watch.
I could definitely see. Let me see who's traded a top player off their team. I mean, I guess Dallas. Dallas probably gonna get the number one. Dallas might get the number 1 pick. I could see that. Like I could see that happening.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a team to get 2 number 1 picks back-to-back years.
Cavs.
Did they?
They got Bennett and they got Kyrie.
Back-to-back years.
Back-to-back.
Wow.
That was just nuts. Wow. All right. Let's go and get out of here. But next show we're gonna have is around the All-Stars. And then there'll be the All-Star weekend next week. So we'll have a special show planned for that one. But fun NBA trade deadline. We're gonna see what happens the rest of the year, man. It's gonna be crazy. But hope you guys enjoyed the show. A lot of trade discussion back and forth and some low impact, high value pickups on the fantasy side. So with that, appreciate it, guys. Tune in next week.
Yep.
And we'll see you soon. Thank you guys.
Go Patriots.
Go Pats.